winner. Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I got game, Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? I got game, Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up?
We got London on the trip.
Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. McLaren way too white to be shooting in the ops. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. So despite she best friends with the ops. And that you need better stocks. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a part. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. I never had a mentor. I only watch Scarface. I met her at a club. She twerk better when her heart breaks. Hey, hood, wanna everything that I can. I'm praying for a Bentley and to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then record it just for therapy. Just for clarity. Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around. it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Whole club selling out and hit the door stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my ratings. All I talk about it, that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich, the whole club.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up, like, ooh, I got met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports as we see the two teams who fought back in Super Bowl 32. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos under the lights on Thursday night.
A terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Denver Broncos. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And off we go from Denver. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Love looking to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
So now here are the Broncos with excellent field position to start off. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
On 1st and 10, Nix. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Play action this time with Love. And this will be incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, no matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 3rd down, Love. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the Packers called on Daniel Whelan to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll line up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Nix. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, 52 yards. And the Broncos lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ballgame for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. On play action. Love to throw. Escaping. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. That's taken in. Dontavian Wilkes. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Ready? Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, the goal is to get back into this game. The offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's Daniel Whelan now. They'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Take it in at the 22. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Now 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Haven't made a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs, and he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. Right now, everything they touch... This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. And I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. Touchdown, Broncos! A 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Lutz good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Second down, Jacobs once more. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
First down, Green Bay.
Here's Love. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Baron Browning, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He has it complete to Christian Watson. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the act.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. Jaleel McLaughlin. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Love now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Same target. It's Jacobs again. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Taken down for the 5th game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good considered. Probably would have liked that quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. So we've reached halftime here in what is getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Got a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Broncos. Unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. The backup Stidham, his first throw. He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. The give is to McLaughlin. Down to the 42, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. That good for 19 on a first down. Now Stidham, off play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Marvin Mims, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it is 42-0. 5 plays there on that. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first. Number 2. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the... A merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Fielded just inside the 30. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That's good for Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action with Stidham. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Here now, 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
Stidham. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Sliding out of the pocket. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the 1st down before taking the hit.
1st down, going to the air with Love. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
To throw now, here's Love. And he's going to be taken down, back around the 35-yard line. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Ready.
Play fake. Here's Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now set to go. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressive. If they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. On third down, Nix. Open man, complete to Humphrey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They run it with P-Ryan on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They toss to P-Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Samaje P-Ryan from 17 yards out. And the Broncos continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start on the ground with Piron, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's still on his feet, and he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 21-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
On 1st down, Nix. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tim Patrick from 21 yards away. And the Broncos are pouring it on. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Lutz with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
On play action, Love to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Brandon. Offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's a give up the middle. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Back to throw. Nix. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you would... yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here we go. Here we go. Set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing. Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So now the Broncos offense will come out here as they'll try to add on two more. Following the fumble recovery, Nix, and this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers ready to take over offensively. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.